Yeah, we had quite the epic road trip before that. We got in a car, we drove, we got out of a car.
We listened to the Red Stream sampler.
Oh, God. No, to clarify, I'm not going to hold that against Redstream because it wasn't their sampler. It was done by some company out of, I want to say Brazil. And they sent it off to Redstream and Moribund and about half a dozen other recognizable labels to give away. So
I don't know. I thought there was a couple decent songs on it, so I wasn't too put off by it.
Yeah.
Did it contain tracks from all those labels?
No. All the bands on there were not, or I want to say 90% of them are not on label. And there's a few of them. There's a few of them that don't even have full albums and stuff. They're not on Metal Archives.
They're not even.
Do you know what that mixtape was? What the name of it was?
I don't remember. It's their 12th release though, and it was released in July of this year. And it's got a really long name.
So just like, so it's not just Red Stream Sampler 12.
I think they should stop.
Stop what?
Stop doing it.
I don't know. I think it's kind of awesome, especially for free.
Yeah, it started with an I. I can't remember. Yeah.
That was that first CD we listened to, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
There was not much on there that
I don't know. I
interesting.
spend my entire life listening to random bullshit all the time. So.
No, yeah. I did enjoy that. I definitely would. I'd do those samplers again. I kind of want the older ones. No. Oh, man.
Damn it. I can't find the band list on that.
No, I couldn't find any band list. It's not even listed on Discogs yet.
Oh, what the...
Yeah.
What was the point of giving it out? They're not actually trying to promote the...
No, yeah. All the other ones are on Discogs. That one isn't. And I couldn't find a lineup for it anywhere other than the disc.
Alright.
So I whatever company's putting it out, I think they're doing it more for themselves than the bands.
Some company
I'm
somewhere
guessing.
has a CD called something, and it has songs on it, and we listen to it.
Don't look at me. I didn't bring it up.
So if anyone orders something from Redstream and they get a sampler number 12 or whatever, the first song is decent, the second song sucks, the third song sucks. I think the fourth one was okay. It was some like cavernous death metal thing, if I remember right. And then...
Doing a play-by-play here?
About all the rest of them sucked.
Oh, there was one at the end I thought was pretty funny.
Well, there's two random heavy metaler songs at the end that I thought were pretty funny.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
And then, what was that other thing you had? The Morgue Supplier /
Oh, Morgue Supplier, and then I had the Blood Hag album.
Okay, Blood Hag, yeah.
The Blood Hag album was Hellbent for Letters or something. And the Morgue...
That was an extremely random CD.
Yeah, oh yeah.
It was like... random grindcore mixed with every other fucking random genre ever. But the Mark Supplier was pretty awesome. Sounded like Origin.
Yeah, that was really awesome. They've broken up. They were a local Chicago band. They released the one album and they're gone since now. Yeah, since...
Yeah.
I think that was 2012, I want to say. I got a re-release in 2014, maybe.
I'm having trouble remembering exactly what CD that was.
It was that really grindcore CD we put in, but it was only the first 8 tracks because I put both of them on the same CD.
Yeah.
So.
No, I enjoyed that pretty.
Yeah, it was like hyper-technical death metal. What was that first Russian thing that we listened to? That was pretty good.
I think all we listened to was Smoda.
Is that one of the ones that you just got recently?
Yeah, I got 2 Smoda albums. Yeah, that's the Romanized version, the SMUTA. Yeah. But they're okay.
That was pretty good as far as...
That was a random buy.
Folk metal goes.
Yeah, well, it's Slavic pagan metal, so...
Oh, yeah.
That's way better than, like, all the other generic folk that just seems really uninspired nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
That's... Yeah.
And then I bought that one CD at Encore. I can't even remember the fucking name of it. It sounded like a Antibiotic. But that one-man band.
Yeah,
I'm not sure I can remember what the name of it was. It was
just from the Ukraine.
Yeah,
it was a one-man band from the Ukraine. He's been on like 6 different labels now.
Yeah. Pagan Front.
Yeah, he was on Pagan Front. Jeez, what was that name?
I don't know. The name was weird. The album name was weird. It had like a bunch of parentheses and shit in it.
Yeah, and it was printed in both Romanized and Cyrillic lettering.
Yeah.
One on each side.
Yeah.
Which was...
Yeah. And I never actually finished that either. Mm-mm. I think we only listened to like three songs. It definitely wasn't the worst thing we've ever heard.
No, I pretty enjoyed it.
Yeah. It was Shitty in a good way.
Yeah. That underground cult good way. But
Encore Records is pretty awesome. They have a bunch of obscenely obscure shit.
that's Encore Records in Ann Arbor, for the record. They're awesome.
Yeah, for the records, they have many records.
Weren't you saying their prices aren't that bad on records either?
Yeah, they aren't too bad. Their metal selection wasn't as great as it was the first time I was there, though.
No, I think their prices were higher than last time we were there, but
well, the price
their
range
prices
is still like between $466 and $770 or something.
yeah,
Right
most
there.
of their albums on average were about $6 or $7.
Unless it was super obscure or a double album or a compilation or something.
Yeah.
That Nocturnal Mortem.
Holy
Nocturnal
crap,
Mortem
I wanted that.
compilation that they had was awesome.
Yeah, there was a 2 CD Nocturnal Mortem compilation for $18, and it looked fantastic.
Yeah.
But we're all
And
too
the
fucking broke.
4 Astrophase albums. What the hell?
Every time we've been there, they had Astrophase.
Yeah.
And it wasn't the same, because I bought the other ones last time we were there. So those were new.
And we've gotten 2 Crota splits and a Crota album from there.
Mm-hmm.
It was fucking fantastic.
That Crota split is the second album released with them on it or something. I think it was 2002, maybe?
Yeah, they had Cry to Me River, and then they released that, I think.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So that was a pretty old one.
Yeah, it was fairly excellent, though. At least the Crota side was.
Yeah.
I can't remember what the other band was, but they weren't terrible.
It's it starts with an O.
Starts with an O and ends with a CH.
Yeah, I know. It's Ostrike or something like that. They're not on Metal Storm, so they must be NS.
Or something.
But-
I don't think they were NS, actually. They at least didn't say so in the Metal Archives.
I don't know. The cover, the optional cover for that album was pretty NS looking, though.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, I don't know.
I think we've seen a lot of bands that have really NS looking.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's definitely true.
Yeah, I think they always try to play it off as they are NS, but they aren't actually.
Well, it's especially
like that
true
to
for
me.
those bands that aren't NS that are signing up on some of the Russian labels like Pagan Front, which are they mainly sign on NS bands. So maybe it makes it easier for them to get signed on if they look NS but they're not NS.
Yeah, and those labels always sign pretty obscure shit. So
Yeah.
that's another reason why they probably have an easier time on those labels. But Encore Records is one of only 2 record stores I've been to in the U.S. that had an SPM, so...
Yeah, that's very true. Yeah. I didn't think about that. It's pretty weird to think about.
Which is why I
Probably
thought
for
about that,
probably for good reason.
the old Michigan neo-Nazi group. So random.
But I don't know where they get their stuff from there, but everything they have there is clearly secondhand. And so there's just these really obscure albums that you've never heard of.
I think they're all used, too.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think there's a single new album in there, which is really fun if that's the kind of stuff you're into, buying random metal or just looking for something really
like we
rare.
were saying in the car, too. It's really weird that they have that stuff because most of that stuff isn't resold.
Yeah,
'Cause
exactly.
It's all special order.
Yeah, oh yeah. Like Crota, you have to get Crota from Russia or something. You have to order a special order. Well, you had to initially. Nowadays it's floating around the world, but I mean, those are bands that you have to get direct from Russia.
Yeah, they don't have wide releases.
Yeah.
Wide worldwide releases.
So it's really weird somebody would have sold them there. I kind of wonder if they bought like a big box of shit and they're just sitting on it and they got like a huge mythical chest of random metal, because most of their stuff is older stuff too.
Yeah.
It's not anything newer, so it's not like somebody's buying an album and saying, "Oh, I don't like this," and bring it in and sell it to the store. No, they've got old albums, so I mean, they got to be getting this shit from somewhere.
Yeah, but even though that you think they raised their prices since last time, I still think it's really good prices.
The prices are still really good.
That obscure of stuff.
The only place that has better prices than that is Vertigo. And Sometimes, yeah. And Vertigo Records over in Grand Rapids is pretty good about pricing their stuff based on the quality of the music rather than anything else, it seems like. Mm-hmm. At least in my experience it is. The lower you're paying, usually the worse the album.
Mm-hmm. And they also keep the CDs in the jewel cases on the floor.
Yeah.
And I have bought a bootleg from there once, so...
What bootleg did you get from there?
Hurts a Lied.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Yeah.
Was it a really good bootleg or
Just something they completely missed.
Well, it looked exactly like the original cover, so.
Huh.
I think they stopped issuing that original cover though, so they I don't know.
That's crazy.
Probably should have been able to tell that it was a bootleg. You can tell if it's a bootleg if you listen to it because it has extra songs on it, but
No,
obviously didn't do that.
what vinyl did you buy at Encore last time? I forget.
Black Breath. Fuck, I can't remember the album name. It was the album before their last one, but it was extremely excellent. And that was only $15.
Awesome.
$15 is not bad for vinyl, especially random obscure vinyl.
I just got back from a thrift store today and I bought a Axe cassette from 1982, some random heavy metal band.
Did you listen to it yet?
Yeah, I listened to it. Yeah, it was something.
I honestly, it started off pretty good. There was a song. It was like Rock and Roll in the Streets or something. It was the worst track name on the entire list. And I'm like, oh god, this is going to be awful. And it was the best track on the entire album. So that's just how that goes.
Some good old fashioned starting off strong with your one hit wonder.
Yeah. But I noticed them. I've seen them listed before on Metal Storm, so that was the only reason I grabbed it.
Mm-hmm.
That and the really crazy 80s cover art.
Oh yeah, what was that liquor store down in Westland called?
Oh shit, I forget.
Something about the wine barrel, maybe.
Yeah,
Was that
it was
it?
something like it was the wine cellar or the wine barrel or
Yeah.
something like that.
That place was amazing. A full humidor of cigars and drinking supplies,
Yeah.
of course, and hops and.
There was 4 double normal height shelving rows.
Yeah, and along the walls there were just like fucking ridiculously high ceilings and it was stacked all the way up with liquor.
Yeah, and they carried Schramm's mead, which was pretty surprising.
Yeah, and they had a pretty ridiculous beer selection.
Yeah, and everything to bottle your own, like beer and wine. That was
Yeah.
I found that really surprising.
yeah.
I've never seen any of that stuff in such large quantity, or even.
I've never seen
stocked
any of it at
anywhere.
any liquor store before.
Right.
Normally, you have to go to a specialty store for that,
Yeah.
Mm.
or order it online in most cases.
And that
So.
full walk-in humidor that wasn't even
Yeah.
advertised.
I don't understand why that isn't advertised. You walk in and the first thing you see is
Yeah.
like 100 empty cigar boxes that they've obviously sold all the cigars. So that was weird. I don't know what to think about that.
Yeah, but anyone that wants to go to Token and wants to get drunk in the parking lot needs to go there. Especially because the Meyer doesn't sell liquor anymore, so...
Yeah, why the fuck were we going to Meijer to buy liquor? How
Because
is that
they
the
have
first
liquor.
thing on your mind? It's like there's going to be a liquor store on every corner. Why would we go to Meijer?
Because it's cheaper. We went there... The 2 times previous to that, we went there and got liquor, too. I don't know why you would ever stop carrying liquor at a supermarket, especially if...
Probably because they can't compete with the other half dozen stores on that block that are selling liquor.
Well, even then,
Yeah, it is
the
Detroit.
Meyer...
I mean,
Meyer and Travers has a fuck ton of liquor.
So yeah, anyway.
it's probably the only liquor store though for miles, given our area, really.
Well, not in Travers. There's liquor stores everywhere in Travers.
Yeah, but how many people up
Uh-huh.
here do you know that just want to go straight to Meijer and shop there and that's it? They don't want to go anyplace else. And a lot of the drunks, like, they don't want to get caught driving out in that area, especially not having to do those fucking roundabouts. God fucking damn Acme County and
Nope.
or
I think
township. and-
fuck you, actually, because roundabouts are amazing.
Who the fuck puts 2 roundabouts on a main highway back to back with no reason whatsoever? They connect to a parking lot. They don't even connect to a crossing road.
It's actually my favorite part about going to Traverse City now. So
God damn it! No.
This is
Go
how-
die. Go die in a pit of anal juice.
That's how redneck our state is we put in a Walmart, and so we have to change an entire highway to accommodate this new Walmart.
Well, it's a big deal.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Well, that Meijer, I mean, they fought with the township for, like, I want to say pushing over a decade now
Yeah.
to put that in, right? Yeah. So it was a long, hard fought battle. And the casino says, "Oh, we're going to pay to put some roundabouts in here too."
But yeah, Token Lounge is pretty awesome. It's not in Detroit, which is a definite plus.
Yeah, if you've been to any of the venues in Detroit, you know they're what's the word I'm looking for here?
Pretty ghetto-y. But
I didn't want to be cliched and say Detroit and ghetto in the same fucking sentence, but
yeah, at this point it's redundant.
yeah.
But I do love the free parking at Token as well, right there in the venue.
Yo, parking's good, lighting's good. It's a decent enough area, and
Yeah.
I'm absolutely shocked that they actually try to bring in some decent bands. I mean, they had Cannibal Corpse, or not Cannibal Corpse, Cal Decapitation there.
Cal Decapitation, Insomnium,
Yep.
Tranquillity, a shitload of other
Primal
bands.
Fear. Yep.
Yeah, they have quite a lot of metal shows. And they have Amorphous coming up in March. Another big pioneering metal band. But first band, Starkill. Not my cup of tea at all.
Who's Starkill? I don't know what we're talking about.
It's definitely not any of our cup of teas, but I don't know.
Well, that's because I think we're all straight males
This
here. Yeah.
is true.
Yeah, I think they would be fine if they just cut out the cleans. There's absolutely no reason for them other than to
So if they
please
cut out their entire
teenage
act.
girls. Well, even if they
I don't agree though. I think there are plenty of other bands that do cleans just fine, and there's no problem with that. It's just that
yeah, but I don't know.
their whole persona is like sparkles and glitter and unicorns. It's like, what the fuck are you guys doing? And then like death metal vocals, like harsh vocals. It's like,
Well, they
there's
just
super conflicting messages that I get out of that band.
yeah, they try way too hard to be something that they're obviously not. And the clean vocals, I think, go in there too. But
I think a lot of bands are
attractive, so
pushed into the clean vocals up here, at least. You know, any place in Michigan, metalcore is like.
they're not a local band though.
No, they're not a local band. They're Chicago. What are they out of
I have no
initially?
idea.
Chicago.
I don't give a shit.
And they
about
tour
that.
all
Nice
the
Chicago.
they tour all the Midwest, so they're big. Yeah, they're a big band. I mean, we've seen them multiple times, more than we ever wanted to see them.
But their persona and the clean vocals just turns them into, I think, something that they're not.
I don't know. I haven't talked to them. I don't know. I try and ignore their set every time it comes up. And it's not like they're bad. It's just
They're not bad. They're just like so mediocre.
They make you question your sexuality.
Yeah, I don't understand.
I don't know about that, but yeah, sure.
Question my sexuality.
They make me question my sanity, is what they do. But
Very pretty men.
But it was nice to follow him up with Enforcer because at least you get through Starkill and then you're.
I thought it was hilarious that Enforcer followed him up because you had Starkill, which was like dress up in glitter and eyeshadow and all that shit, and then Enforcer came out and did the exact same thing.
Yeah.
But pulled it off so much better.
Well, it's because
it was-
you could laugh through Enforcer. It
Yeah.
was hilarious.
Yeah, Enforcer didn't take themselves seriously. They know what they were getting at, and it was very 80s and glam and stuff, and it was great.
Yeah, if you're going to go for glitter, then you at least should try to go for glam because then at least you already have a pre-established market, a pre-established fan base who will come out and watch you, not because you're metal, but because you're glam metal. You know, it's like, oh, 80s style metal. Oh, man, yeah, that's like when we grew up. We got to go see that. But when you come out and you're like, oh, yeah, we're metal, and then you come out and you're wearing glitter, and it's like...
Yeah, I don't think it's necessarily the band's fault for that either. I think a lot of the misconstruence of that is part of the venue as well.
Oh, yeah.
I think we've been to plenty of shows where they're like, yeah, we're metal, and you get there and none of them are, at least not modern metal. You know, they're all
No, yeah.
sort of hard rock kind of stuff. So it's
Oh, yeah.
I don't think it's necessarily the bands calling themselves
Every
metal.
show in Northern Michigan, yeah, is like suffers from that problem. It's like, oh yeah, we're gonna be metal, we're gonna be hard, we're gonna be brutal, and it's like you get out there and it's Kid Rock wannabes and
Right, like I'm saying this, I don't think it's the bands doing that. I think the
No,
bands know
yeah.
exactly what they are, and it's the venue trying to be like, "Well, it's so metal, brah, so metal," and then you're like,
I don't know. I've
This
never
is
seen
metal.
Starkill play with like a band that's not reasonably decent metal though. You know, they played with Winter Sun and Flesh God Apocalypse. That alone
Well, they're kind of
has some sort of connotation. You're like, okay, well, I should expect this band to be somewhere around there, or you know. And then they played with who else? When on the other concert you went to, Arsis, they played with.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
well.
But
I think all the bands that they tour with are kind of glittery in a sense, like figuratively. They don't like play with any like super unknown raw black metal bands or super brutal death metal bands.
yeah.
They play with Gothenburg bands and like Flesh God Apocalypse. Like, they're trying to cash in on that whole symphonic thing, and
No.
"Yeah,
What label is Starkill signed with? Anybody know?
I don't.
Yeah, see, I don't. Maybe they're just signed with the same label. Maybe they're not. I don't think they are. But maybe we're overlooking the fact that maybe they're just pretty cool dudes, and the other bands like to hang out with them or something, and so they get cast as cover opening.
I get the sense that that's the case.
Yeah.
I don't mind them. I just wouldn't listen to them in my spare time.
No, exactly. They're skilled enough. They can play. It's just
They make me cringe really hard.
yeah. I don't want to see them in concert. I have no interest.
Yeah.
I don't listen to their music, but
They have an
and somehow we always end up seeing them, so they get more shit than they probably deserve from us because every concert we go to that we really want to see, and we show up and oh look, Starkill's playing.
Yeah.
Glitter for everyone.
Yeah, I think we covered Enforcer and Starkill pretty well. One band pulls it off, one band does not.
I mean, like I've told you guys before, I kind of grew up with the whole 80s hair metal and glam metal and stuff like that. My dad listened to it a lot, so I grew up with it as a kid. It is kind of sad to see that genre being done so well in places that aren't the U.S. I thought that was kind of an interesting. That was an interesting thought I had at the show. I was like, these guys are from Sweden, and they're kicking ass at whatever this is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like that's really fucking sad because I'll go see an actual, hair metal or glam metal band, and they're fucking trash. And
Well,
of course, that's due in
washed
part
out, yeah.
because they're 60 years old.
I think a lot of these other countries are not as far disconnected from it as we are. If you look at it musically, a lot of like the Southeastern Asian countries and a lot of other even Eastern European countries are lagging 10 years behind us in what's popular in music sometimes, and so
You say
not-
lagging,
well, I
though.
shouldn't say currently, but like when I grew up, like 10, 20 years ago, they were 10 years behind us in music all the time, constantly.
Right.
Nowadays it's a little different with the internet.
No, I know, because I have heard that like hair metal and glam metal and stuff like that's really huge in Middle and Eastern Europe still.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And even looking up Enforcer, they've played huge fucking shows in Japan.
Yeah, oh,
Like
yeah.
fucking
Well, another big thing about it is
way bigger
they're
than
one
Token.
of many revivalist '80s bands, but they're actually one of the only good revivalist '80s bands.
Gotcha.
So I think that has a big deal
Gotcha.
for everyone.
Yeah, I can see that too.
Yep. Definitely.
I enjoyed them.
But I keep thinking about Death Angel because I just saw Death Angel with Anthrax recently, and they're really in the same boat, except Death Angel's actually pretty damn good, but they're not marketing themselves. They're playing with Anthrax and they're playing with those other bands that the people that are going to show up and watch them know what to expect. It's like, okay, look, we're going to go watch Anthrax. Death Angel's going to fall into a similar boat as them, and it's like, why can't Starkill go play with fucking Death Angel? I mean, really, it would just work out better for everyone. I mean, we got a bunch of long-haired, pretty Asian dudes playing metal, and we can have a bunch of long-haired, glittery guys playing metal with them.
Glitterfest 2017.
Yeah, I guess it would make more sense if we actually knew more about the actual bands, but
Yeah. There's probably a lot of stuff we're completely overlooking
yeah.
because a lot of that higher level band stuff. I mean, there's a lot of who you know and what's going on behind the scenes. Because how many times have we found really super obscure bands that sound better than some of the big name bands? And
Billiam.
Bill,
Bill Dublow, special guest,
There's beer out there if you want some.
joining last minute.
Oh, nice.
Beer everywhere.
And there's a bottle opener right there.
To bring the beer.
Anyway, so
I think we
So-
move on to the main event here. We've covered the opening acts pretty good.
Swallow the Sun and Dark Tranquillity.
well, I think you guys all know my opinion of Swallow the Sun, so I'm gonna go grab another drink. Well,
No,
I think you should explain your
I think
opinion
you
on
need to
Swallow the
elaborate
Sun.
more on that.
not
opinion.
interested.
I think you need to, because we're puzzled.
Yeah.
I just don't understand why you hate Swallow the Sun so much. After only
It
just
seems like it would check a lot of boxes for all of us. It lands in sort of a weird gray zone. It's not really any one thing. It's definitely doom metal, but
Well, yeah, it's
like their additional flavors, they touch a lot of different things. I think they touch some symphonic stuff. They touch some.
well, they're kind of commercialized as far as doom metal goes, but which
That's
I don't
true.
mind at all. But I think I like their music, so
Yeah.
I think they pulled it off. So
No,
I don't know. I never really listened to them very much. I flipped through a few songs before the show, and it's like, okay, well, at least I know what to expect. Not really interested in seeing them live, but whatever. And got there, and it's like, this doesn't really sound like what I was listening to online.
yeah, that's true. I thought the same thing because they didn't sound like what they sound like in
were
the
they lacking
studio.
guitarists?
It
I
seemed
feel like
like
they only had one on stage, and that's a 2-guitarist band.
that's entirely possible. I can't remember because I only saw half of the members because I was on the left side, but
I kept looking over to the right, and I only saw the bassist at any given time. But
I think another thing that killed it for me was their stage presence. It's not that their stage presence was bad, but it wasn't what I expect from a show. I can enjoy pretty much any band at a show as long as it's entertaining.
right.
Well, they are trying
there's
to
a
be-
bunch of bald dudes in collared shirts, button-up collared shirts.
That's
and I'm
kinda like-
Well, Nico's kind of a
aura-
hipster that way, right?
yeah,
I mean, that's his deal. Is he goes up there and he gets into it, and that's what you're there to see. Is him kind of
yeah.
it's kind of like brooding.
yeah.
I was
It
hoping
is-
a mosh pit would start the entire show just because I wanted something
Yeah,
more
I don't
entertaining.
think you can
to go.
expect a
And-
mosh pit.
No, it's like, yeah. So you can tell why I was completely bored through the entire set. It was just,
That's probably why I enjoyed them so much. Is because I think they focus more on their instrumentation than anything else. I think they focus more on playing the fucking song.
I do think that if you hadn't listened to it beforehand and you didn't have any expectations, then I think you would be pretty put off because they didn't sound like their studio albums.
I thought they were
And it was
close
just
enough,
it was such
honestly.
a small sample set.
that too.
And
Yeah.
in my opinion, half the songs they played from during their set were from their new album, and I do not like that album. So
I have yet to listen all the way through it.
yeah, exactly. It was boring.
It's not really that. I just get way
What's their
too
new
caught up
album,
with
man?
New Moon. And,
Songs from the North 1, 2, and 3 is a triple album.
Oh Jesus. Okay. Anyway, yeah. Sorry. Didn't Abbott have a album named Songs from the North or something?
probably. Sounds pretty Abbott.
Battles in the North or something like that.
Battles in the North. Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, they played 2 songs from that first disc, which was supposed to be reminiscent of all the other stuff that they're known for.
Yeah.
But I just thought it was just a mediocre version of what they're known for.
Like I say, I don't think that album's not memorable. It's not bad, just not memorable. I can name a lot of tunes from New Moon and Morning Never Came and maybe even Plague of Butterflies, but
You probably hope.
in
Don't
hope-
fall asleep.
Yeah. That one I cannot name anything.
Yeah, I tried listening to it twice. I made it all the way through once, and I don't remember a single fucking thing from it. But
I only
it
know
could.
Silhouettes now because they played it live.
Yeah.
It's the only reason I know a track from that entire album.
Mhm.
Even that's not a fantastic track either on that song. I'm not sure why they.
But the clean vocals were super quiet, and when you did hear them, when I heard them anyway, I thought they didn't sound anything like the studio.
That was a reoccurring problem, though. I think they
Yeah.
had problems with clean vocals at that show in general. I don't know what the
I couldn't tell whether it was a vocalist problem or a venue problem.
yeah.
The mixing.
I don't know. It seemed like it could have been a combination.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah, that's true too.
didn't seem like Miko was super on
I thought
with his cleans anyway. His harshes were
his
fucking
harshes were
fantastic.
spectacular. I thought they were better than anything he's done in any of his bands.
That was about the only thing that pulled me through the set was the harsh vocals.
They were pretty incredible.
I enjoyed them, yeah.
Powerful, super fucking deep.
Yeah. But, I mean, sound checks all night were kind of garbage.
I don't even, remember some of the sound checks. Did they even do a sound check for, Enforcer?
I don't think they did.
Yeah,
I don't
really
remember
weird.
a sound check for Enforcer.
It's like they just planned on only setting up for Dark Tranquillity the entire night and just saying, fuck all the other bands. And then after they messed with everyone's sound during the set.
All.
Did they?
They
I don't
did?
remember that at all.
We didn't see any of them say any check for Starkill.
I don't remember that either.
They may have done that before doors opened, though.
Yeah.
Because as soon as we walked in the door, Starkill
Yeah, because
was playing.
doors opened late.
But the
too,
first
so.
2 minutes of both Starkill and Enforcer, their clean vocals weren't even showing up. He started singing. Both of them, the lead vocalist started singing, and the clean vocals weren't coming through.
Yeah, I noticed that too.
So
Enforcer was fine, though.
Yeah, oh no, it came on after a couple minutes. It was.
Yeah, like I said,
I didn't see Enforcer have that issue.
Yeah, like I said in my concert review, I think Enforcer had the best sound there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, they did sound check for Swallow the Sun. They had to. I think we stood there.
No, yeah, they did it for
half an
Swallow
hour.
the Sun, and they did it for Dark Tranquillity.
Yeah, so they sound checked all of them. Swallow the Sun, I guess, just got the shit out
Got
of the
the
deal.
shaft.
Yeah.
But I am excited to see them again in March.
How long was their set? It felt like it was only as long as Enforcer or Starkill or something.
Yeah, it did
It
seem
was
like that.
really short.
Yeah.
Because they played 4 songs and they were maybe 6 minutes.
Well,
songs.
again, Dark Tranquillity played a fucking retardedly
that,
long
yeah,
set.
yeah.
That's true, I guess.
It was the
That was
longest set I've
amazing.
ever seen.
It was like an hour and 30 minutes, hour
and
40
40
minutes.
minutes,
Yeah. Can you imagine an hour 40-minute set?
I could not.
I can't imagine playing that.
Yeah.
I just want to die.
They looked like they were having
Yeah.
a
I
bad fucking
had
time.
a great
yeah.
time
Those
watching
guys
them. Yeah.
legitimately look like they're enjoying themselves.
I'm sure it was like 5 minutes to them. I'm sure they were sad to, have it over with.
Mhm. I was having a great time during their set. I thought they
Mhm.
absolutely killed it.
Yeah, that made that entire show for me.
Yeah.
I had so much fun doing
They had a
that
lot of
set.
stage presence too
Yeah.
for their age.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely.
They're all in their mid-40s now.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Interesting. Yeah, I was not. I went to that show not being at all interested, but by the end of it, I was having a good time.
Yeah.
they
Their set
pulled
list
me in.
was pretty good too. It was kind of samey, but it seemed like they knew that they were playing a concert and they wanted to pick good crowd songs.
Gotcha. Yeah.
They-
Yeah, I think all of them were
Yeah.
pretty crowd heavy.
Yeah.
Like,
And
Well, it's more fun for the viewers and the performers when they have crowd-heavy songs and the crowd gets into it,
right?
yeah.
Just polar opposite as well.
I think a lot of...
So it sounds like fuck you.
Yeah.
I'm doing me. And you
Well, I
can
read an
watch.
interview with Swallow the Sun that was written for Metal Storm in 2008,
Yeah.
and one of the interview questions was, how do you pick songs? Because you're only playing a 30-minute set. And they were like, well, for now, because they were a relatively new band then, we're going to pick fast songs that get the crowd into the band. And then in the future, maybe we'll play longer songs once the crowd knows what we're playing.
Yes, not at all what happened that night. So I guess they've hit that point.
Yeah. And it was actually the keyboardist that said that.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
He
had long
seems
hair
to be
then.
their
hype man.
their hype man and PR guy.
The cheerleader.
Yeah. I think he's red. I don't care.
No, he seemed like he was into it. Yeah.
But like I say, I mean, and I don't want to dwell on this too much. We've already covered it, but Miko's definitely the hipster type to like, this is poetry night.
Yeah.
So, I'm going to look all
definitely.
brooding next to the mic, and you can watch.
Speaking of which, we had to skip Poetry Night in Ann Arbor to go see this concert.
Oh, yeah, I
man.
forgot about that.
What a loss.
Disappointment. You see all the liberals cry about
Yeah,
Trump.
well, Poetry Night with Miko was better than Poetry Night with Michael Morris, so.
That sounds like a track title.
But yeah, Dark Tranquillity was awesome. They played, everything from fucking, most of their albums. They have 11 albums. They played 4 songs from the newest album. Atoma, Forward Momentum, The Pitiless, and I think whatever the 4th track is on that album. And then they played a song of Damage Done, at least one song off the Gallery, Projector. Yeah,
Did you play a gallery track?
one of the Gallery tracks,
I
yeah.
didn't notice.
And they were the only band that had patches at their merch booth.
Yeah.
What the fuck's with that? I mean, maybe it's the wrong type of metal for patches or something. I don't know. They've been around long enough to have patches, at least, I guess.
Yeah. They have been around for a while.
Enforcer had a lot of merch.
Hmm?
Enforcer had a lot of merch for...
Yeah, I didn't even fucking look at it, though, because
No one
I
was
am
buying
not a heavy metal guy, but...
Yeah, I didn't really look at it either. They had some really high-quality pins, though. Like, the friggin' custom molded pins. The
Oh,
metal...
that's awesome.
Yeah, that was crazy. I wonder how much those cost them. But I think that's one of those types of bands that's... you got to get the hype out and about a little bit. Those 80s style bands, it's about making a connection with your audience and having the audience spread the word a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But because the people understand that. But I don't know.
I definitely hadn't heard of them before the show, but then again, I guess I haven't gone looking for...
Yeah, I listened to
like-
one of their songs, and I was like, alright, I'm never going to listen to this in the studio, but it's probably going to be fun live, and it was. Yeah, so,
I knew nothing about them going into that show. I actually forgot they were playing.
Like, really?
Yeah.
I was kind of excited to see them. I looked them up online, and I'm like, hey, these guys look
Yeah, I was too.
kind of
Like-
hilarious.
yeah, it's going to pump up the crowd, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I had a huge smile on my face, so...
Yeah, it was a good thing they put them before Swallow the Sun, because they were a lot more exciting than Starkill. Not that,
Yeah.
It's really hard. Okay. I don't want to like degrade into Starkill bashing here just because I don't like them, but
Yeah, but I will definitely be excited for another Dark Tranquillity show if they ever play near me
holy
again.
shit, yes.
I am totally okay with seeing them again.
Yeah.
And the Michael Stan, the vocalist, is just fucking awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Let
yeah.
us take a picture with him and stuff.
major
Yeah.
kudos to him. Yeah.
He's got a lot of fucking energy in him.
Yeah.
Not, I guess, I'm not trying to say anything.
I'm always hesitant to talk to band members and get photos with and stuff because it seems like it gets super annoying having fans ask you every fucking night.
But they walked straight through.
Yeah, and then he hung out with
they-
everyone.
At the end of the set, yeah, they walked straight through.
They were the only band to do that, too, which is...
I think
I
they
found
liked
really
the attention.
surprising.
Yeah, I think they enjoyed themselves a lot, and they enjoyed themselves a lot.
It
and
does
they
a lot
liked
for the
the,
fans, though, too. I'm definitely
Oh, yeah.
a fan now, just because of that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, me
When-
too.
When
Yeah.
a band goes out of their
Yeah,
way to say, okay,
well, they've
we're
been
just
around
showing
so
up.
long, I think they know how to get fans.
Got it.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I'm sure that they
That
can
could be
tell, like, if the crowd,
Yeah,
depending
but-
on the crowd, if
Yeah, the
it's
crowd
someone
was
that they want to
super
hang out
into
with
it,
or
yeah.
not.
I mean, they even had a $25 additional ticket cost for a meet and greet before the show for people to get autographs and shit, and
Right.
hang out with the band. And then to do that after the show, I mean, he was signing merchandise. He was signing people's merch and stuff, and I was blown away that any band member would do that for really any band, unless they were small town local.
Yeah,
And
Yeah.
Dark Tranquillity is a big band. For them to do that after a show, after a 1 hour, 30-minute plus set.
Yeah.
Just go and chill out at the bar and, do whatever.
Mhm.
That's really impressive to me.
Cool dudes.
I think
Yeah.
that's a big thing in the metal scene too. It seems like a lot of metal fans and a lot of metal musicians are more into hanging out with the fans and being sociable.
Yeah.
Because it's a lot more of a like.
If not Swallow the Sun, fucking
That's kind of like their whole thing, though.
I guess.
Really, like-
yeah, they're the cool kids. They're too cool. for
Dismal
school.
and-
Yeah, they're so dismal and brutal. And when the show's over, they had to go brood in their RV.
Yeah.
I would love to sit down and have a chat with Miko, though. I would have stayed for probably another,
Yeah.
half an hour. I would
He
have
probably-
made you fuckers stay for another half an hour. Just to
Yeah.
talk
I would have made him hate me though. Like, why the fuck did you leave Barren Earth?
Amorphous Part 2, right?
Yeah. Well, I guess we're seeing them in March, so
I am totally down for that. So
yeah.
I'm still, that's so far away. I can't commit to that.
fuck it.
I don't know. I really have no interest in seeing Swallow the Sun again,
Yeah.
so.
Well, Amorphous is another pioneering band. I feel like they're gonna have a pretty good crowd presence and stuff.
Oh, yeah,
It's gonna be a
yeah.
good time.
I mean, I don't mind seeing a band just because they're big name either, if I can fit it into the schedule or whatever,
Yeah. Well, I
She's
guess
so busy.
we'll plan for that and seems about wrapped up on this.
Are we?
Bill, say something.
Oh, I love going to metal shows and eating metal. It's a great way to start your day.
Sponsors. Sponsors.
Twinkle Tush.
Twinkle Tush.
Fuck off.
Pussy Doodles.
Sponsored by Good Metals.
The paintbrush edition for your cat.
Oh yeah, and if we didn't say it enough already, huge kudos to Dark Tranquillity. Awesome show.
Yep.
Absolutely fucking awesome show.
And Starkill's eyeliner brand.
Maybelline.
Maybe it's
No.
Maybelline.
We all wear it daily. We also use their conditioner for our flowing locks. All 2 inches of it on average.
Yeah, I think we should spend another half hour talking about their flowing locks.
But my flowing pubes.
I think 2 inches on average is a pretty good name for this.
Yeah, that's episode title right there.
Alright, kill this bullshit.